It's right there, next to your faucet. Soft, bright, always damp. You grab it without hesitation day after day. To rinse the dishes, to clean the counter, to keep your kitchen looking fresh. But what if that tiny, harmless-looking sponge was actually the most contaminated item in your home? Not the garbage bin, not the drain, not even the cutting board. The real threat? It's shaped like a square, and it lives in your hand. Let's uncover the hidden reality of the kitchen sponge. Before synthetic materials and mass production, people cleaned with what nature gave them. Sponges came from the sea, real living organisms, harvested from salt water. They were soft, durable, and absorbent, perfect for cleaning. Ancient civilizations, from the Greeks to the Egyptians, used them to bathe and scrub. But as cities grew and demands changed, natural sponges weren't enough. By the early 20th century, factories began producing artificial sponges, made from cellulose, foam, and plastic fibers. Cheap, convenient, and easy to make. By the 1950s, these sponges were everywhere, a symbol of the modern kitchen. Now imagine this. You're soaking your sponge in warm water, scrubbing a dirty pan. That heat, that moisture, those food bits trapped in the sponge, they're a buffet for bacteria. Sponges are full of tiny holes, microcaverns that trap water and organic residue. Most people rinse them, some wring them out, but almost no one disinfects them properly or often enough. To us, they're a cleaning tool. To microbes, they're home sweet home. In 2017, microbiologists in Germany ran a study. They collected real kitchen sponges from households. Nothing fancy, just ordinary homes. What they found wasn't a few germs. They discovered an entire microbial megacity. Inside a single sponge, over 360 species of bacteria were thriving. And the population? Up to 82 billion bacterial cells per cubic inch. That's more than sewage, more than raw meat, more than your toilet seat. Let's talk about the unwanted residents in your sponge. E. coli, normally found in your intestines. On a sponge, it can lead to food poisoning. Salmonella, linked to poultry, but it loves warm, moist environments too. Staphylococcus aureus, lives on human skin, but inside your body, it can cause infections and even become deadly. You don't see them. You don't smell them. But they're there, hiding in the thing you use to clean. You scrub the counter. You wipe a plate. You clean up a spill. But what you're really doing is spreading bacteria. That sponge, soaked with billions of microbes, leaves behind a trail. A smear of E. coli here, a sprinkle of staph there. The more you use it, the more surfaces it touches. And eventually, those bacteria can reach your food. Or worse, your hands, your mouth, your family. Maybe you've heard the trick. Microwave your sponge, it'll kill the germs. And yes, it kills some of them. But not all. Microwaving, boiling, soaking in bleach. These methods only wipe out weaker bacteria. The toughest ones, they survive and grow stronger. That's not cleaning. That's selective evolution. Here's the scary part. When you partially kill bacteria, you leave behind the ones that can resist heat, soap, and chemicals. Over time, those survivors multiply. They adapt. They evolve. These are superbugs. Bacteria that no longer respond to common antibiotics. And guess what? They didn't come from a hospital. They may have started in your kitchen sponge. But there's good news. You don't need to live in fear. You just need to make a switch. Dish brushes dry quickly and don't trap moisture. Silicone scrubbers rinse clean and resist bacteria. Reusable cloths can be sanitized in the washing machine. These tools are safer, cleaner, and they last longer. One small change for a much healthier kitchen. Still using a sponge? Okay, then follow these rules. Never wipe countertops with it. Never touch raw meat or dairy. Always wash your hands after handling it. And most importantly, replace it at least once a week. If it smells, if it tears, if it looks dirty, throw it out. It's cheap to replace, but costly to ignore. The sponge is so ordinary, we stop thinking about it. It doesn't beep. It doesn't alert us. It just sits there, damp, familiar, and trusted. But sometimes the most dangerous things are the ones we never think twice about. The sponge is more than foam. It's a habit, a shortcut, a symbol of what happens when we stop asking questions. Now you know the truth. The kitchen sponge may be small, But it carries something much bigger. A reminder to stay curious, to stay clean, to stay aware. Because sometimes what you're using to clean could be what's making everything dirtier. And real cleanliness starts with what you can't see.